It seems like the big story from last offseason in the NHL was the amount of teams that were either getting new jerseys or new alternate jerseys. With the bulk majority of teams getting at least a new alternate jersey, that left only a handful of NHL teams that still do not have one. So I went through all 32 NHL teams and I picked 5 teams that currently do not have an alternate jersey. Now, this is excluding centennial jerseys and special event jerseys like the Winter Classic, the Heritage Classic, the Stadium Series. So we are going to start off by talking about the Anaheim Ducks. This is the second season with the Anaheim Ducks rebrand that we saw implemented last season, where we saw them go back with the old school Mighty Ducks logo, updated a little bit to fit the modern time, but keeping the same orange, black, and gold color scheme. And I will say, I was not the biggest fan of these when they first came out, but as time has gone on, they have started to grow on me ever so slightly. But I think an alternate jersey using this same jersey template that they have going on, but using their old colors, using the old Mighty Ducks eggplant and jade color scheme, I think that would look fantastic. And with Anaheim seemingly being on the up and up, I know that they've kind of been struggling as of late, but with the amount of young talent that that team has, I think coming in with a new jersey that kind of bridges both eras of Ducks hockey, the original OG Mighty Ducks jerseys with this new era of Ducks hockey. So I'd be very curious to see what that could look like, and you know it would sell very, very well. But I think having a full-time alternate jersey, again, keeping the same jersey template, but just bringing back the OG Mighty Ducks colors, I think would look really, really nice. Up next, I have the Detroit Red Wings. Now, you may be asking yourself, don't they have an alternate jersey this season? You are correct, they do, but that is only their centennial jersey, and I do not believe that they are bringing it back as an alternate jersey full-time next season. But seeing just how good that Centennial Red Wings jersey looks, I think it would be dumb if they did not bring that back as a full-time alternate. Now, obviously, you have one of the more traditional franchises in the NHL who rarely ever change their identity at all. And I'm not saying that an alternate jersey has to drastically change everything for the Red Wings, but I think sticking close to what they got with their Centennial jersey, I think would be the way to go, and I think it'd be a slam dunk of a choice. Again, just seeing how good that jersey is and how good Red Wings jerseys have been outside of the reverse retro program, it makes me want to see them bring in a full-time alternate jersey. Up next, we've got the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, the Florida Panthers, who have not had an alternate jersey since the 2011-2012 season when they had that blue jersey. And I just think it's kind of weird that the Florida Panthers have not had an alternate jersey since. Obviously, you have the rebrand to the Florida Panthers look that we have now, but even prior to that, there wasn't an alternate jersey for Florida. And with the Panthers being such a hot commodity right now, I think it would make a lot of sense to see them implement an alternate jersey for next season. Maybe going down the route that the Washington Capitals did and bringing back one of their reverse retro jerseys. I think that would go over very well. Or bringing in something completely new for the Florida Panthers. Because you could do so much with an alternate jersey with the Florida Panthers. You could keep their same color scheme and just have the base jersey blue. I think that would look kind of interesting. Maybe bringing back the Leaping Panther logo. Maybe they want to go down the Miami Vice color scheme. Regardless of what it is, I think an alternate jersey could go very well with the Florida Panthers, especially with how hot they are in the hockey world. Up next, I have the Nashville Predators. And Nashville, again, has not had an alternate jersey since their rebrand back in the Reebok days, when they went from the blue and silver color scheme to their updated colors. Those last few years of the Reebok era, they didn't have an alternate jersey, and since Adidas took over and Fanatics has now taken over, they still have yet to have an alternate jersey. And I think it's a really simple jersey to make. You just have the main color be that navy blue. I know a lot of Jersey fans and a lot of Nashville Predators fans would like to see them have a blue jersey full time again. Now, they did try it with that horrendous Stadium Series jersey, so hopefully we don't get anything like that if they do want to bring in an alternate jersey. And similar to what I talked about with the Florida Panthers, the same can kind of be said for Nashville. And there's so many different things that you could pull from the Nashville area. So I think I'm kind of surprised that both Florida and Nashville have never really had an alternate jersey going back to the Reebok days. Now, the last team that I have is the Utah Mammoth. Now, obviously, this is still a very new franchise. This is only their first season with the Utah Mammoth name, and it's only their second season overall in the state of Utah. And with them hosting the NHL's Winter Classic next season, who knows what we could be getting from that? And I think a popular idea amongst the jersey fans is a jersey that uses that light blue as their main color. I think that would look absolutely gorgeous. And you don't even necessarily have to use the Mammoth logo on the front. You could either do the diagonal Utah going down the front, or you could use that alternate U logo that they have. Now, it is possible that they are just going to end up using the Winter Classic jersey that they're going to have as their alternate for a little bit. We do know that we have seen some NHL teams do that in the past. But I think with Utah officially having their identity down pat and them really leaning into the Mammoth name and look and colors and all that, I think an alternate jersey would suit them very, very well. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about my list, and let me know who you think should get a new alternate jersey. This could be a team that already currently has one. This could be a team that currently doesn't have one, like I just talked about. Again, I know that there is the whole hometown remix league-wide jersey program that's supposedly happening, but we do know that even when Adidas was running the reverse retro program, teams still carried a second alternate jersey as a more full-time alternate jersey. So as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video and you're looking for some extra content, swing by our bio and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in bio for a reason, and that is because it'll take you to all of the social media platforms that we are on. Right now, we are only on Instagram and X. I am starting to try to get a TikTok page up and running, but for the meantime, Instagram and X is where you can also find us here. Now, I will say the Instagram page does get a little more tender love and care because that is how this entire page started in the first place. Over on X, I just give my quick little thoughts and opinions about a jersey that comes out, but these videos are going to be a more in-depth look into the jersey. Over on Instagram, you can expect largely the same thing, but we are starting to roll out some clips from these videos as well. So again, if you enjoy these videos and you're looking for some extra content, Linktree link in the bio. It'll take you to wherever you want to go. With all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time and for your busy day to watch these videos here because it genuinely means the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more Jersey content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.